So why should you upgrade from the Mini 2 to the Mini 3 Pro? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about what the benefits are to consider before you make that decision. Let's get started. It seems like it was just a few days ago that we saw a huge, and I mean huge, leak from a Dutch retailer website. Actually, it wasn't a leak, it was a flat out mistake. Now, it revealed what appeared to be most of the specs for the new up-and-coming DJI Mini 3 Pro. Many of you may be wondering whether you should upgrade or not. Well, now that we have this new information about the specs of the DJI Mini 3 Pro from this Dutch retailer's website, we can tell you essentially what you are getting. You're going to get an Air 2S in the body of a Mini, staying under that 250 gram mark. Now, what benefits are you getting when upgrading to the Mini 3 Pro? Let's start with the camera. Now, in the Mini 3 Pro, you're going to be getting a 1/1.3 inch sensor. Now, compared to the 1 inch sensor in the Air 2S, that is approximately 0.75 of an inch, which is only 1/3 smaller. So that's amazing, packed into that small drone. Now, the DJI Mini 2 only has a 1/2.3 inch sensor. The Mini 2 also has a fixed aperture of a 2.8 versus the Mini 3 at f1.7, which is going to let in a lot more light, giving you better low light pictures as well as nighttime pictures. Now, the Mini 3's resolution is 4K 60 with HDR, and you can record in a flat color profile, allowing you to do your own color grading when editing. The Mini 2 only has a 4K 30, so good luck slowing your footage down and getting those cool, smooth shots without flicker. And there is no HDR and no flat color profile. Now, there is a new feature built into this camera for the DJI Mini 3 Pro. It is vertical shots. Now, DJI calls it true vertical, but what's amazing is they have rebuilt the gimbal to where the camera can now rotate sideways, giving you that straight up and down shot for social media like Instagram, Reels, and Stories, and also TikToks. So it's going to be great for a lot of you prosumers out there. Moving on to flight time. Now, the DJI Mini 2 is rated at 31 minutes, and the Mini 3 Pro with its standard, that's right, I said standard battery, is rated at 34 minutes. But they're offering a high capacity battery that will obviously make the drone weigh more than 250 grams, but you're going to get 47 minutes of flight time. That's 13 minutes more than its standard battery. Now, I personally am going to purchase that high capacity battery and do a flight test with it just to see how much time we can get out of it. Now, for those who are watching and own a Mini 2, you know all too well that this drone does not do obstacle avoidance nor tracking. And there's a very good reason for that. There are no sensors on this drone. And we've been begging DJI to come out with a Mini that has sensors. Well, now the DJI Mini 3 Pro will have front sensors, back rear facing sensors, as well as bottom sensors. And that is going to give us features that we used to only be able to find in the larger drones by DJI. It's going to give us obstacle avoidance, as well as tracking with APAS, which allows the drone to intelligently decide how to maneuver past an object, as well as the focus track features. Now, most of you know these as spotlight and point of interest. And then there's also the intelligent flight modes. Now, most of you know these as master shots and hyperlapse. All these features packed in this tiny drone because we got our sensors. Thank you, DJI. And we also have an upgrade in the communication between the drone and its remote. We are getting Ocusync 3. That's right. It's going to give us a longer signal distance. If it's anything like Ocusync 3 with MAV 3, it's going to be up to 18 miles. Now, who's going to fly 18 miles? I don't know. It's not going to be me. I mean, we got to have that VLOS, right? Part 107. It will also give you improved reliable connectivity with this drone. I get a lot of signal drops with my Mini 2, so I'm hoping and praying that I will have fewer, if not zero, signal drops with my Mini 3 Pro. Well, as you can see, DJI has really packed the Mini 3 Pro with a lot of great features that you would normally only find in one of its larger drones, like the Air 2S. Now, if you're upgrading from any one of the previous Mini drones, and I own the original Mini as well as the Mini 2 here, I think you will be very pleased with the improved image quality, stability, and all the other features that have been improved on this fully packed drone. I hope that what I shared with you today has been helpful. Now, if you have questions or ideas for future videos that you would like to see, or would just like to share your thoughts, please leave them in the comments down below. And if you wish to stick around, I have a couple more videos that I think you might like.